Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So I can already feel the red dots of the YouTube bots focusing in on this video, ready to blow it into oblivion, because we're going to be covering some pretty heavy stuff. Now, we've gone over many different rabbit holes on this channel, but this one today is a very dark one, going over a member of the anime industry. Now, this all begins with this tweet by the Anime News Network sharing a recent article they made covering a new company called Henshin. Now, it's not really that important to know the details of this article. It's rather the responses to it that will be going down. But just for your own knowledge, basically this company Henshin is made by this individual who's a member of the anime industry, and they would make this mission statement. And honestly, with all this corpo jargon, this Henshin company seems kind of sus, but that's a conversation for another day because there's something much more important that came out of this article. So you'll see many quote retweets on the original tweet from the Anime News Network saying some crazy things like this. So this user said, create a company called Henshin with a superhero looking mascot, has nothing to do with tokusatsu, is potentially crypto related. Okay, those are some observations about this Henshin company, but this last bullet point is what we're going to spend the rest of the video talking about. It says, Forum has a P-word who is still active as a voice actor and subtitle timer editor and made an anime licensing company with student loan. I'm sorry, what? That's a pretty outrageous sentence with a lot of things going on here. And of course, the only logical thing to do next is to check out the reply section of this Anime News Network article. So if you look at it at the very top, you see this comment saying, so who wants to be the first anime fan to try to use Henshin's market entry service? At the very least, I'm sure they'll know to tell you not to pay for anime licenses using your college loans and other stuff like that. Now, that comment was made generally, not directed towards anyone. However, this user named Corey Maddox would directly reply to it saying, since your comment was kind of aimed at me, it should be noted that I only owe $1,800 on my student loan, and then they attached a picture of their student loan payment page. That's really weird. So this person named Corey Maddox is pretty much admitting or acknowledging that they used their student loans to start up an anime licensing company. That's very strange, but what's even more strange is the reply to this message, where this user said, so that makes it a good business decision. Cool. Do you think they have any tips for other aspiring P-words? With a link to an Anime News Network article. Now, a lot of people sling that term around willy-nilly, on places like Twitter without any regard for it. But this person's a little different. They provide an actual article. Not only any article, an article on the exact website they are currently having this exchange on. So if you go to this article responding to this individual named Corey Maddox, you have this article from 2013 titled, Crimson Star Media's Corey Maddox arrested for parole violation. Now, what was this parole violation stemming from? Why was he on parole? Well, you can see here. According to the local Atlanta television station WSB-TV, Maddox was arrested in 2008 on 9 counts of sexual exploitation of children. Police at the time said they found photographs of children between the ages of 5 to 10 years old that appear to be sexual in nature. Maddox is listed on the sex offender registry in Georgia for the same crime with a conviction date of October 6th, 2010. Now, obviously, there is an avalanche of things going on here, but I want to point out one probably very obvious observation here. And it's really a question directed towards the Anime News Network. Anime News Network, why the fuck does this guy have an account on your website? Why is this guy an active poster on your website when you have an article documenting his own conviction for owning CP? Why does he have an account on your site? How does that make any sense to anyone? And honestly, the shamelessness of this individual to create an account on the same site where his conviction is posted is beyond wild. But the fact that the Anime News Network is just letting this happen, what are they doing? But of course, there's a lot going on in this article, and we're going to begin with this mention of the Crimson Star Media. What is this Crimson Star Media that Maddox is the head of? Well, it was created in May 8th of 2013, about 3 years after his conviction, and it was supposed to be a group of avid anime fans who were making fan subs and subtitling, and really the main purpose was to buy the licensing rights of Japanese anime and other media, and then do what they want with that. I don't really know the ins and outs of what they were trying to do, but generally speaking, they wanted to buy Japanese licenses for particular titles coming from anime. Well, lo and behold, it didn't last very long, okay? They purchased one license of one anime, and it's not even listed anymore. So that obviously didn't work out too well. However, if you go into the forum, the Corey Maddox individual would actually reply to that previous comment, sharing the article, and said, "Never said it was a good business decision. As for my past, it is what it is. And I've gotten help and grown a lot as a person. Unlike some people who decide to keep bringing it back up as a means to talk trash about me, I was simply responding to a comment aimed at me. Please don't derail this thread any further." This dude's acting like the victim. He's trying to have the moral high ground saying, "Oh, please don't bring these up to try to shame me. Let's keep this thread on topic." You don't belong here. What is going on? Why are you doing this to yourself? You know, first of all, let me just make this clear. I know I'm all over the place here. It's just like there's so many crazy topics. It's hard to keep focused and not get too riled up by all this. But understand, when it comes to talking about convictions and things like that on places like YouTube, it's a very dicey game where you're like, is YouTube gonna misinterpret what I'm saying? Or am I like trying to confirm things that are hard to confirm? This dude just confirms everything. Okay, we had the article already. That seemed like it was enough. But in the replies, this guy's confirming everything. He's confirming the conviction. He's confirming the claim that he was using student loans to finance this licensing group. It's absolutely wild to me. And then to act like you're the victim because people are bringing it up in the forum space where your own article exists documenting your conviction, and you're upset because people are bringing that up, is insane. You're doing this to yourself. Why would you be here? Why would you be here? And why would anyone tolerate you on this website knowing that information is right there? You know, there's even like the worst of the worst people in society have some basic rights that they're entitled to, but it's definitely not entitling them to an anime news network account where they can post in the forums regularly, okay? That's absolutely insane. And this response, I think, is a very fair one, where this user says, "Clearly, having grown enough to not once again try to make a career in a space that you've proven yourself unable to be trusted in, seriously, prove some amount of self-awareness and growth by showing you're capable of realizing that your actions have consequences, rather than pretend you can still do whatever selfish desire you have in a space that has absolutely no room for you." Not only is there no room on a website like this, apparently they're making a very conscious effort to get into the anime industry after their conviction. We already saw the Crimson Star Media. That was created after his conviction. However, if you go to his public LinkedIn page, you can see he is still actively pursuing jobs in the anime industry as a freelance voice actor and a subtitler, okay? So let's see their experience. It says right here, freelance subtitle timer, editor, and typesetter, as well as a freelance voiceover artist and scriptwriter / director. And all of these are early 2000s through present, showing an intent to continue getting work in this field. Well, they are getting work in this field, as it turns out. They made this post on their LinkedIn 3 weeks ago saying, "Just received my first professional voiceover casting call. I couldn't be more excited." Somebody hired this guy in the anime industry, knowing all of this stuff. And I would love to know who this is, because it'd be very interesting to see what kind of a person hired this individual, because that is absolutely wild. But yeah, this is someone who's literally a member of the industry right now. That should absolutely shock and offend you. And going forward, people in the replies of this thread would immediately start screeching for the mods. "Mods, come here, shut down this thread," which of course the mods would come in and shut down this thread, because apparently that's too much. People bringing up this guy's history is too much, but you're allowing that account to continue exist and continue to post regularly on your forum. It's absolutely wild, the priorities going on here. But you can see this comment, like maybe a little bit of a funny line of responses here to try to lighten the mood on a very dark video today. But like, seriously, this is definitely one of the wildest rabbit holes I've seen in a minute. And it seems very clear that this is the situation. There's not much speculation needed here. And the fact that this person's pursuing a career in the anime industry and people are rewarding and hiring this individual and people are tolerating them to this degree in these spaces is absolutely wild. So as always with a heavier video like this, it's probably going to get suppressed pretty hard. So I would appreciate people sharing the message from this video the best you can, because YouTube tends to do that with the heavier topics like this. But that's going to do it for this video. Again, I'm doing this to bring forward some public observations of public individuals. This isn't some witch hunt where I'm digging into private stuff. This is all public. But anyways, please share all of your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.